Four, three, two. What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Hunt for the Perfect Parlay, brought to you by Steer the Ship and Steer the Ship Podcast. Here we go. So, what's good? Now, turn this shit up again. I like that intro. Yeah. So, what's up, y'all? Welcome back. You know what I'm saying? On this Saturday afternoon and everything. Just very laid back. I was supposed to do a show Friday, but I didn't do it because I got caught up with the World Series. So Game 7 is tonight. Dodgers versus Toronto Blue Jays. It's either win or go home. Win or go home for both teams, pretty much. It was like that for the Dodgers. It was either win or go home for them last night. Luckily, he pulled it off 3-1. So we're one game away from deciding who's the champion of 2025 season of the NBA, of the MLB. Man, it would be cool if my Dodgers win, man, because when's the last time we actually had a team that went back to back on, like, defending titles and whatnot? Then it'll be special for the Blue Jays as well. So either way, anyone who wins, it was a good series to watch. And yeah, I'm gonna be watching that tonight. But anyways, let's get on to this hunt for the perfect parlay. Just gonna go through with you guys on a little ticket that I just whipped up for the Sunday week 9. We're in the 9th week of the NFL season. And before I do this, man, you know what I'm saying? First of all, like and subscribe to us on this page. You know what I'm saying? I haven't really been dropping any audio lately. Because I noticed I've been getting more traffic on my YouTube page than I will be doing audio. So I will still be dropping audio tracks for anybody who just likes to listen to me talk while they're on the go. Or if you just want to check me out, you're already here on this YouTube page. So anyway, just like and subscribe to us. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. You can also follow me as well on Steer the Ship on Instagram. I'm whipping up a Twitter page already, so there will be a Twitter page for Steer the Ship, so you can get on that page if you choose to. My Facebook page is Leadership Radio. You can always follow me on my personal page at Mr. Johnny Wool. But besides all that shit, let's get into it. We're gonna go over the Thursday night football game because if anybody did whip up a perfect parlay, you probably started out with the Baltimore Ravens. No, you didn't. You didn't probably. You started out with the Baltimore Ravens versus the Miami Dolphins, and of course, we all know what happened in the end of that. Baltimore beating the snot out of Miami. Pretty much seemed like it was just a practice match for the team. You know, letting Lamar Jackson coming back and everybody else coming back from the injuries that they were like ailing that they were ailing and everything. So Lamar Jackson pretty much damn near just did a perfect game. They didn't do much with him. He only did like 18 for 23, 18 attempts for 23 completions. You know what I'm saying? I mean, 23 attempts for 18 completions, 104 yards, 4 touchdowns. Pretty much he played a perfect game, damn near a perfect game and everything. But not doing too much, very limited. You know what I'm saying? Derrick Henry got himself a 100 yard burger on that 119 yards, you know what I'm saying? So he got a 100 burger on them. And not really much to say because Miami is a team that pretty much has just exploded on itself. Like, not explode, but most likely implode. But we don't know what you can call this disaster right here because out of the anger of that loss, the GM was fired the night the day after. So pretty much Friday he lost his job. McDaniels is gonna still be the head coach out there. I don't know what's gonna go on because normally when you have a new general manager, that means everything's about to be washed. They're about to go through a whole what's that word? A purge. They're gonna go through a whole purge of the organization now. I don't know what McDaniels is gonna do in this situation. Is he gonna still ride with Tua? Because they have Zach Wilson as a backup quarterback, but that game last night did not fall on Tua. That was a team loss right there from the defense to even the offense with the turnovers, because the turnovers didn't come really most of the turnovers didn't even come from Tua. So don't know that much on what's going on in Miami What I know is they trash now. I wouldn't even pick them in any of the remaining games. But with that being said, that the Ravens actually have a chance to win their division now with Lamar Jackson being back, and if they can keep him healthy and they can keep the team healthy going through the rest of the games that are remaining in the season, they have a good shot. I mean, they got to just play the Vikings, the Browns, the Jets, the Bengals twice, the Steelers twice, the Patriots, and the Packers. Besides the Packers and the Patriots, they're going to give them a run for their money, but the other teams are very winnable for this squad. Let's get it, Ravens. It's good to see Lamar Jackson back. Anyways, besides that Thursday night football game, excuse me, guys. Besides the Thursday night football game, let's get on with the Sunday games because this is going to be a fast episode. Normally, my hunt for the perfect parlay shows are a little bit faster because I'm just speed running through the I'm gonna just speed run through the schedule, and also I need to make a disclaimer. This is an unofficial disclaimer, but I will actually whip up one before I even start the show. So that will be a disclaimer about I am not no gambling expert. I'm not a gambling guru or anything like that. I have no type of system of probabilities that I use in order to make these parlay picks. If you want to be realistic with yourself, it is damn near impossible to get a perfect parlay. I don't hit on perfect parlays. I normally just divide my shit out in sections. I might just do the 12 o'clock games and I'll do the 3 o'clock games. I will run one parlay ticket with all the games, and then I have my other additional ones. I am not telling you to go out there and gamble. This is mainly entertainment purposes only. I am not a gambling guru. Do not listen to me. Listen to yourself. You hear me? Listen to yourself. It's your money. I can't tell you what to do with your money. You hear me? So anyways, with that being said, that's been clear. Let's get on with it. The first game that's on my schedule that I've been looking at, I kind of go with, my team and then the state that the city that I live in. But let's go for the city that I live in because I feel like this is going to be one of the games of the week that we need to pay attention to. Denver versus Houston. Point spread 1.5. Houston is the favorite. Wow. I think I can understand because with Pat Surtain being injured over there in Denver, and Denver have been giving up games and they have to come back in the second half in order to win those games. And defense and with defense wise, Houston having the number one defense in the league. And Denver is up there with the top 5 and whatnot. This should be a good game. I am going to pick Denver Broncos to win the game though, but I think Houston actually have a good chance. So this is and the spread is too narrow for a 1.5 spread. So I'm going to go with Denver right there, but I think this is going to be a good game. Next game right here, Carolina Panthers versus the Green Bay Packers. Point spread set at 13.5, Green Bay being the favorite. I'm choosing Green Bay. Carolina is... What happened last week? We want Bryce Young back on the field. We want Bryce back on the field, but what happened last week just kind of showed me that we're not there yet. I don't think we can even go to Lambeau Field and Bryce Young even there, go into Lambeau Field, come out with a victory. Maybe, hopefully, meet the spread. Please meet the spread at least, man. That's horrible. A 13.5 spread. I feel insulted on that one. But I'll go with Green Bay on the money line. San Francisco versus New York Giants. Point spread set at 2.5. San Francisco being the favorite. This game will be kind of tricky right here. But with the injuries that's been stacking up on New York, I don't know if Jackson Dart can actually... Cam Scatterboot was a part of that threat. You know what I'm saying? So now with him down, now it all falls on Dart. And... might just be a tough battle for Dart right there going up against San Francisco. San Francisco just know how to win games. Being injured, but by San Francisco losing to the Houston Texans last week, who knows how it's going to fare. Plus, San Francisco's not at home. They got to go to New York. I think New York might come out with this win. I've been choosing New York for a while on my tickets. I just don't know. They just turned me into a true believer. Very difficult for me to choose on this one. But I have to say, And then I did not really look at the injury report. I'm not sure if Brock Purdy is going to play or not. Doesn't really matter who plays, if it's Brock Purdy or if it's Mac Jones. Um, and then New York got that pass rush. You see, this is a difficult game to go for, guys. I'm gonna have to go with the Giants. I'm gonna have to go to the Giants. I feel like this is a trap game for San Francisco. I feel like everyone will go with San Francisco, and I feel like this is a trap game. I don't know. That's a lot of things that's flashing on here saying it's trap, trap, trap. I'm going with the Giants. I'm gonna just go with the Giants. I'm gonna go with the Giants, and that's my final decision. Chicago versus Cincinnati. Point spread set at 3 points. Chicago being the favorite. I'm gonna choose Chicago. Cincinnati. Obviously, what we learned last week on their Thursday night football game against the Steelers. Cincinnati has a trash defense. No. I'm tripping. No, not the Steelers. When Cincinnati was playing against the Jets, I'm tripping hard with the Jets last week. Not that Thursday, because I forgot who played Thursday last week. It doesn't even matter because I got the notes right. I could just change the page. But Cincinnati, though, I feel like Cincinnati they just got a trash defense. Chicago could Chicago have their way with Cincinnati. But then you gotta understand the Cincinnati offense. Joe Flacco is also going to be playing, and like Joe Flacco, of course, he was playing, but he's going to be playing as well. It's just that Cincinnati defense is trash. Doesn't even matter what the offense can have when your defense is trash. Like, when you have teams like Dallas Cowboys with their defense is trash, you just don't believe in the team. You believe in the offense, but you don't believe in the team. I need to believe in all you guys, so I'm gonna go with Chicago in this one. Let's just hope that Caleb Williams has a good game, and don't just get into his feelings, pouting and shit like that on the sidelines or whatnot. Man, that's a tight camp that they run over there. Anyways, next game we got Los Angeles Chargers versus the Tennessee Titans. Point spread is set at 8.5. Points given to the Chargers. I'm going to go with the Chargers. They're going to beat up on the Tennessee Titans. Enough said. We already know that, man. The Chargers are basically getting healthy, and getting healthy in the right time too. So boom, that's going to be a victory for them from Tennessee. Poor Tennessee. Next game, Indianapolis Colts versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Point spread is set at 3, given to the Colts. Obviously, it's going to be the Colts going to beat Pittsburgh. I'm going to choose Indy on Pittsburgh. Indy is pretty much the best team in the NFL schedule-wise, probably even strength-wise as well. They're going to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think with Pittsburgh is like people are starting to just figure them out. It's not really hard to figure. It's not really hard to figure them out either, and their defense is not that great as well, which is kind of weird, knowing that it's Pittsburgh. They pride themselves on defense, so it doesn't really matter at this point what philosophy you want to think. The Colts are going to win. The next game is the Atlanta Falcons versus the New England Patriots. Point spread set at 5.5. Points given to like the favorite is New England. New England is going to beat Atlanta. Atlanta is like one of those teams. It sucks when I have hope for a team and they let me down. I don't know. I had hopes for Atlanta, especially when they was playing against San Francisco last week. And no, they wasn't playing, especially when they were playing against San Francisco. And then what happened to them with Miami? It's like, who the hell are you guys? Yeah, I was just right when I said that. When they lost to San Francisco and Miami, I'm like, who the hell are you guys? Who are you guys? New England is gonna beat your ass over there. Sorry, man. Even with the mistakes if the mistakes would even caused from the last games or the performance was caused from the last game, I'm still gonna say New England's still gonna beat you, even when you're in your prime form. You're not gonna win against New England. And that's that. New England picking them. Minnesota Vikings versus the Detroit Lions. I don't even care if JJ McCarthy comes back. Detroit. Enough said. Point spread is set at 8.5. It don't fucking matter. Detroit. Next game, Jacksonville versus Las Vegas Raiders. The Jaguars. Okay. Point spread set at 3. Points given to the points set at 3. Favorite is the Jags. Yeah, I can believe that the Jaguars. The Jaguars is coming off of a bye week and everything, so they're fresh. Kind of sucks that Travis Hunter is placed on IR, but rookie. That's all. They was looking for opportunities for him, so it's time for them to just go and roll with the flow and get that W from the Raiders. I think this like I will be shocked and I won't be shocked in the same manner if they get rid of Pete Carroll this year. Like if this is on the only year that they have Pete Carroll as their coach at Las Vegas, so it's whatever. New Orleans versus the Los Angeles Rams. Point spread is set at 14. Points given to not points given. I mean, favorite is the Rams. That's crazy. I think points given to New Orleans favorite is the Rams. So I don't know, man. That's an insult too, right there with the points. Because you get two different type of Matt Staffords. You get Matt Stafford in the U.S. and then you get Matt Stafford over there in Europe. And for some reason, Matt Stafford in Europe plays like a all pro, all Madden type of player off of Madden. So I'll roll with them. The point spread is kind of like insulting, just like how the point spread for what the Panthers is with the Packers. That's an insult too, but money line wise, yeah, I'll choose the Rams on this one. The Sunday night football. Okay, and the next game, the last game of the afternoon before the Sunday night game starts is Kansas versus Buffalo. Game of the week, most definitely game of the week. Kansas versus Buffalo. Points set at 1.5. Kansas being the favorite. This is a tough game because Kansas has always had Buffalo's number in Buffalo too. Especially when it comes to postseason games. When it comes to postseason games, but season games, and I have to go with KC on this one because KC look like they're gelling now. They're actually becoming the Chiefs that we've known them to be. Even though they has like the guy they're going to be dealing with an injury with Pacheco and everything. Buffalo is pretty good, but I don't know if Buffalo's good enough like KC is right now, man. Buffalo struggle with some teams, so we gotta look at their struggles and not look at their successes because that could be determined to see if they got the strength to even beat Kansas, where Kansas is getting back to their peak mode. So I'll run with Kansas on this one. Next game, Sunday night football game, Seattle Seahawks versus the Washington Commanders. Point spread set at 3. Seahawks being the favorite. Obviously, I'm not sure. I think Jaden Daniels is going to play, but it don't matter if he plays or not. Not against Seattle, man. Not against the red hot team right here, man. Besides Tampa Bay, not Seattle, not them. Seattle's going to win that game for sure. Circled already. And the Monday night football game, Arizona Cardinals versus the Dallas Cowboys. Point spread set at 2.5. Dallas being the favorite. I will choose Arizona. I'll choose Arizona, man. I'll just choose Arizona because it's like pretty much watching like two worlds. Two worlds the same. Two worlds of the same. I feel like that, yeah. But I don't know. It's a Monday night football game, so don't take my word on it. And I mean, Dallas do have the Dallas has the offense to put up a lot on the Cardinals, but so do the Cardinals. This comes down to who can make the least mistakes. I might take my shit back and say Dallas is gonna win, because I don't really believe in the Cardinals like that. They don't even have a running back anymore, neither. Now a prime stud running back that we can like say, hey, that guy. We don't know that guy. So with that being said, I'll take Dallas. And that is the end of my selections right there, fellas. I'm just gonna say fellas because and ladies, whatever. If there are women that watching, fellas and ladies. So anyways, thank you for sticking with me this long. If you made it through the 19th minute mark. Yeah, man. So just good luck with your parlays. Do not take my words for anything. I also structure other type of parlays like legs and everything, but that's what I do on my own. I might just share my selections with you guys on whatever I decide. I'm also on Prize Picks. I finally got my account on Prize Picks. So anyways, so don't forget to like and subscribe to us. And yeah, man, y'all just enjoy your weekend, enjoy the games. And yeah, I'll be back with you guys Tuesday morning for teams I have beef with. If I don't hit the parlay, most likely won't hit the parlay. So there will be some teams I got beef with. So you guys and gals, y'all have a good weekend. Go Dodgers. See you later.